Walk into any supermarket and you'll see it. The word protein shining everywhere like a badge of honor. Protein bars stacked in metallic wrappers promising energy. Protein powders in tubs tall as drums. Protein cookies, protein chips, protein water. It's the word we've been taught to chase. The symbol of strength, vitality, fitness. But somewhere between nature and marketing, the meaning got lost. Because not all protein is the same. Some fuels life, some just fills labels. And somewhere in that quiet divide lies the difference between being fed and being truly nourished. We forget that protein is ancient, not a trend, not a supplement, but one of life's original languages. Every muscle, every hormone, every enzyme in your body is made from it. It's the builder, the healer, the repairer of everything that breaks and renews. But before it came in shiny packaging, it came from something simple, from the earth, from the sea, from life itself. From beans soaking overnight, from eggs gathered at dawn, from fish caught in cool water, from seeds that carried the code of creation inside them. Real protein has texture, memory, and story. Processed protein has strategy, chemistry, and shelf life. One whispers of soil and sun, the other of formulas and factories. And when you eat them, your body can tell the difference, even if the nutrition label swears they're the same. Because biology isn't fooled by marketing. You can't package vitality. You can only preserve or distort it. When you eat real protein, a boiled egg, lentils, quinoa, salmon, chickpeas, tofu, you're not just getting amino acids, you're getting enzymes, minerals, healthy fats, fibers, cofactors, the full orchestra of nourishment designed by nature. Each plays its part in digestion, absorption, repair. Every bite sends your body a message: balance, integrity, renewal. But when you consume highly processed protein, isolates, hydrolysates, fortified snacks, the message changes. It becomes fragmented. The body recognizes the building blocks but misses the blueprint. That's what makes the difference subtle but profound. You may feel full but not fulfilled, energized but not steady. Because nutrition isn't just about quantity, it's about context. The difference between 20 grams of real protein and 20 grams of processed is like the difference between a live concert and a recording played through cheap speakers. The sound is similar, but the soul is missing. Think about the word isolate. It means to separate something from everything that gives it meaning. That's what happens in most protein powders. Soy, whey, or pea protein is stripped from its natural fiber, fat, and enzymes until all that remains is pure powder. On paper, it's perfect, concentrated, measurable. But the human body evolved with whole foods, not isolated macronutrients. When you remove protein from its ecosystem, digestion shifts. Amino acids hit the bloodstream faster, insulin spikes sharper, and satiety fades sooner. It's efficiency at the cost of harmony. Now, don't mistake this for demonizing all supplements. There's a place for convenience, after a workout, during recovery, when travel or time makes real meals hard. But convenience should never replace connection. When protein becomes a marketing gimmick instead of a mindful choice, the body pays in silence. Imagine 2 breakfasts. 1. A bowl of Greek yogurt with nuts, honey, and berries. Natural protein, probiotics, fats, antioxidants. The other, a protein bar claiming 20 grams, 0 sugar, but packed with synthetic sweeteners and fibers your gut can't recognize. The first speaks to your body in a familiar dialect. The second, in static. Both deliver protein, but only one delivers peace. Real protein has rhythm. It digests gradually, stabilizing blood sugar, nourishing muscles over time. Processed protein, stripped and refined, behaves more like sugar than sustenance. Quick in, quick out, leaving cravings in its wake. That's why people who rely heavily on powders and bars often feel hungry sooner, despite the numbers looking impressive. And then there's the gut, the quiet kingdom inside you that decides how much of what you eat becomes you. Your microbiome thrives on diversity, real foods, varied textures, natural fibers. Processed proteins, especially those sweetened or flavored artificially, can disrupt that ecosystem. Over time, this imbalance can lead to bloating, inflammation, or even lower immune function, because when you stop feeding your microbes real food, they stop feeding you resilience. There's also a story of sustainability hidden in this divide. Real protein sources, lentils, quinoa, pasture-raised eggs, nuts, come from living cycles that renew the planet. Processed protein often comes from monoculture crops, industrial extraction, and artificial additives. It nourishes profit more than people. When we choose real, we vote for ecosystems. When we choose processed, we often feed economies of convenience. You can feel this truth in your own body. Eat a meal built from real foods, and your energy rises slow and steady. No crash, no cravings. Eat one made mostly of processed protein, and your focus feels sharp for a moment, then dull, then restless. The difference is vibrational. Real food carries life force, the electromagnetic pulse of something that once grew. Processed food carries memory loss. Stripped of vibration, it fills the stomach, but not the spirit. But this isn't about perfection, it's about awareness. You don't need to throw away every protein shake. You just need to ask, am I supplementing or substituting? Am I using this to support my life or to avoid connection with food itself? The body knows when it's being cared for and when it's being managed. Real protein is interactive. It invites your senses into the process. The sizzle of eggs in a pan, the aroma of lentil stew, the crunch of nuts between teeth. Digestion starts before swallowing, with sight, smell, anticipation. Processed protein skips that. It's fast, convenient, efficient, but healing doesn't happen in efficiency. It happens in presence. Let's talk about amino acids, the building blocks of protein. There are 29 of which are essential, meaning the body can't make them, so we must eat them. Real food delivers these in balance, paired with the nutrients that activate them. Meat, fish, eggs, legumes, seeds. They contain not just protein, but zinc, iron, magnesium, and B vitamins that help you use protein effectively. Processed products often replace those natural cofactors with synthetic vitamins that your body absorbs less gracefully. It's like replacing sunlight with a light bulb, bright, but never the same. Even the act of chewing plays a role. Chewing activates digestive enzymes, signals satiety hormones, and prepares the gut for nutrient absorption. Liquid protein drinks skip that ritual. The result? Faster intake, but weaker communication between the gut and brain. You might meet your macro goal, but miss the message your body was trying to send. Slow down, taste, integrate. Let's not forget the psychological layer. Processed protein markets itself as identity, the fit lifestyle, the clean diet, the on-the-go achiever. It sells control in a bottle. But real food invites humility. It asks for time, for gratitude, for imperfection. One feeds the ego, the other feeds the soul. It's not that one shake will harm you. It's that a lifetime of disconnection erodes the sacredness of eating. The table becomes an afterthought, the ritual fades, and we begin to lose the emotional nourishment that once came with food. That loss ripples into focus, patience, and even empathy. Because how we eat mirrors how we live. Quick, distracted, ungrounded, or slow, conscious, and connected. Let's make this practical. Eat this. Real protein, eggs, fish, lentils, beans, tofu, yogurt, nuts, seeds, quinoa, peas, tempeh. Not that. Ultra-processed protein snacks made with sugar alcohols, flavor enhancers, gums, and preservatives. The body thrives on simplicity. The fewer ingredients you can count, the more complete the nutrition usually is. You don't need complexity, you need wholeness. When you start eating more real protein, you'll notice your energy lasts longer. Your hunger cues become clearer, not manipulative, not urgent. Your skin brightens, your sleep deepens, because amino acids like tryptophan and glycine, abundant in real food, build serotonin and collagen naturally. The connection between your plate and your peace becomes visible. And when you do use powders, choose ones with integrity. Look for minimal ingredients, no artificial sweeteners, no synthetic vitamins. If the list reads like a recipe, not a formula, you're close to real. Mix them into smoothies with fruits, greens, and nuts. Give the body context again. Even supplements deserve companions. The truth is, your body is generous. It adapts, forgives, recalibrates. It's not asking you to abandon convenience, only to balance it with consciousness. A protein bar isn't evil, it's neutral. It becomes nourishing or numbing, depending on your intention. Ask yourself, does this food feel alive? Do I feel grounded after eating it, or just full? Real protein grounds you. It builds from the inside. Processed protein inflates you. It fills the space, but not the substance. That's the line between vitality and illusion. When you think of strength, think of balance. Not just muscles, but metabolism, immunity, cognition. Protein supports all of it, but only when it carries life with it. The body doesn't just need amino acids. It needs information. Every natural food contains chemical messages, antioxidants, enzymes, microbial traces that tell your body how to use what you eat. Processed food, in its sterility, silences those messages. That's why real food heals in ways science still can't replicate. You can test it yourself. Try 1 week of whole food protein sources: beans, eggs, seeds, fish, dairy, tofu, lentils. Then try 1 week of powders and bars. The difference in energy, digestion, and mental clarity will tell you more than any research paper. Your body doesn't lie. It's the most honest scientist you'll ever meet. And maybe this realization is bigger than protein. Maybe it's about remembering that health doesn't come in convenience. It comes in connection. The same connection that turns eating into gratitude, that turns cooking into meditation. We chase efficiency, but we forget the ceremony of life. Food, when real, grounds you in the present moment. It slows time. It heals the nervous system not just through nutrients, but through nostalgia, the smell of garlic, the sound of boiling water, the rhythm of chopping. That's what processed food can never replicate. Intimacy. It can fill, but it cannot connect. So yes, eat protein. Your body needs it every day, but eat it from the earth, not a logo. Let your sources tell stories of farmers, oceans, gardens, growth. Let every bite remind you that you're part of a chain older than industry, older than nutrition science, a chain of life feeding life. Because the difference between real and processed isn't just about digestion, it's about direction. One moves you closer to nature, one moves you away, one aligns you with wholeness, one fragments you into parts. Real strength isn't built in gyms, it's built in choices. The quiet ones, the ones no one sees. Choosing an egg over a bar, choosing lentils over labels, choosing presence over convenience. You'll notice something miraculous over time. When your food is real, your thoughts become real too. Focus sharpens, emotions steady, creativity rises, because the same clarity you bring to your plate echoes in your mind. So eat this, food that once breathed, bloomed, grew, or swam. Not that, food that once only existed in a lab. Eat what brings you closer to life, not further into imitation. Let your protein remind you that your body is not a product. It's a living ecosystem. Feed it like one. And every time you eat, remember, nourishment is not measured in grams, but in gratitude. Keep choosing wholeness, keep listening to your body, and keep feeding your strength with truth. This is Vital Dynasty.